Junior. How are you?
Okay, so just for taking into consideration, right? We have the screen, the mouse, and the keyboard, but this is not going to be necessary. We're going to remove all that, okay. Right? The Wi-Fi connection is going to be automated, so we're going to set it up once, probably like the name of the network and the password. So we kind of like need to take that into consideration, because if we change the password for the network, it's going to get disconnected, and then we need to like set it up again. But we're gonna get like some sort of instructions for setting that up, right? It will be basically like connecting a keyboard, a mouse, and a screen to be able to change stuff, and then remove that just to operate normally. Right now, also the program that executes like everything, we need to start like manually, but it's also going to be automated. So it's just going to be, you know, turning on the device, and everything's going to be set. Just we need to get there. We kind of like on the. We probably need to like label these buttons here, or maybe you want to like write it down somewhere just to make it visible. I didn't want like to put anything here just because we want to like make it pretty. So.
Yeah. Also, we probably will memorize it here and there.
Right. So basically, the blue button is for printing whatever the scale says that it is there. So if you put something like this, so it's gonna take a measure, and you press the button and it prints the label. According to the rules that we talk about, you know, if it is under 0.5, it's going to be 0.5. If it's above that, it's going to round up to the next, you know.
It's faster than us writing that already.
Right. So if you see this here, if you see the label, you can label here. We got the date here. This is the first 6 numbers. Then we have a sequence number, and then we have a sequence, another sequence number, right? Like 2 sequences here. If you start like printing with the blue button, the number at the end is going to start increasing, like 2, 3, 4.
A counter.
Yeah, it's going to be a counter. The second one is like a series, right? In order to change the series, you press the yellow one, right?
Yeah.
The yellow one, meaning that if you want this to move to 2 and restart the count, you press the yellow one, right? So you start in 1 again, it's just going to increase the second number.
So when you press the yellow one, is that meaning that you're changing it because maybe there's a different delivery coming in?
Yeah, like a different delivery.
Yeah.
We did it like
Okay,
that.
so like in the example, you blue for all of Amazon, and then all of a sudden you're doing wait for UPS, then we do the yellow button because it's going to start the sequence.
restart.
It's going to start a new sequence.
Or the
Okay.
next one in the middle, that one.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
We put like some additional data here, like, you know, Saturday, the day, the time. This ID, we're gonna change it. It's supposed to, right now we put like something there. It's gonna supposed to identify the printer. So if you have like multiple devices, you have a different ID here for each one of the devices.
Yeah, like it could be Align's printer, it could be Rogelio's printer, it could be like loader 1, loader 2, but that's their section, so then we know that they're the ones that cut the package, remember?
Right. And then we have the QR code that if you try to scan it, it tells you like the weight that is there. So just in case that someone needs to, maybe like yours there, if you're like, you know, just reviewing the weight, they can use like a scanner or a phone. Maybe you guys with the system, they can use the barcode scanner to just input that automatically
That's
instead
what
of
we
typing
plan to
it.
do.
Right.
We plan to do a scan for the weight.
Right.
A scan for the tracking, a scan for the weight, so it's never...
So you basically take off the label and you paste it, and there you go, the package with the label. In case that you throw away the label or something happens, the green button prints the last label. So it's like a reprinting, like printing the last one that you set up. Then we put this red button, it's a block button. So in case that you're like busy doing stuff around, you press the red button and then everything stops working. It's like a block, like a screen block type of feature, right? And then if you press it again, then everything starts like working again. So good. I mean, you wanna try
And the
it?
white button?
Oh, the white button. We still haven't put the feature there. It's supposed to like turn the software and put it back on in case something happens and we don't know what's going on.
Reset.
Yeah.
Gonna be to the last version that the software knows we was working, right? Okay.
Well, that's gonna be in that way, but it's not yet. So yeah, the reset feature.
That's what
Yeah, eventually we're gonna put like a database there, like a storage and everything for storing everything you put in there with the labels. And yeah, you're gonna reset it. It's gonna like turn off and back on again the device, and then it's gonna start again wherever you pick up. You just need to like press the button and wake it up. So it will be basically like the form will be. Oh, one other thing about the scale, it has to go back to 0 for measuring another, taking another measure. We are fixing that. We're trying to fix that because we actually don't know if we need to fix it because it's supposed to be like that, right? So in case you put something there, and then let's give you an example. Like if we put something here, like this, it's gonna print the label for whatever weight is there. But if you remove something and it doesn't go back to 0, it just stays with the last measure, with the 3.1. So it needs to go back to 0 for recording another measure. Blue and Supreme. So usually when you're starting a new one, you wanna press the yellow because it resets the count.
So,
Press the yellow to reset everything, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Set it up and that's it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because you know, see the
2.4.
actually I'm gonna do to her and I will let
3. Yep.
Wow.
So then we'll put it
What does the paper say?
3. And it's sequence 2 because the first sequence we did was yours.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's the first one, right? And so that goes over there.
but I wanna go to her and put it back to her around here.
0.5. And then
0.5 and
hold
0.5.
on, I want to reweigh it. Green.
Green, right?
That's reprinting.
Because the fan it flew away, right?
Yeah, you find it flew away, you mess it up, you put your mouth in it or something.
You lost it.
And stay the same sequence.
What if they missed one, right? They didn't even know they didn't label it, and then they get in, they're like, I can't find the way. There's no way. Oh, we just have to reweigh it,
Yeah, you have to.
and it wouldn't go back to the same.
No, we don't
Yeah,
have
yeah, it wouldn't go back to the
I
same.
mean, we did that on purpose to
Yeah.
try to solve the problem of counting.
Yeah.
I think in that case, you just need to be careful
Yeah,
with counting every
then
package.
that's when they messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But we're working on that. Kind of like the next version is gonna be like you just put the package there and this thing start counting like on its own.
Yeah. Okay.
One of the other ideas, we have like a bunch of ideas to do, right? Well, that's why one of the reasons that we need your feedback first. We thought about making like a module, like maybe some sort of like a structure where we put like everything and then the scale is a little bit higher for you to put bigger packages and then everything comes like in a bundle, right? So we don't have like these cables and stuff like thrown around. It's just like a thing that you put there and then you turn it on and then you have the button for work. That's just an idea, but maybe, I don't know, you will have to tell me if that makes sense. We will have to talk to Junior if that makes sense too. There's a bunch of factors there.
Yeah, I think what's important, like for everybody to understand, like even all of you, is that it's as a prototype.
Yeah.
And we're very open to like listening to you guys. Sometimes when we buy software or hardware, something doesn't work right, so we get used to doing it weird. Like we're just like, you have to wait until it's 0 and do it again. You just get used to it. With this, it's different. This is more, what's your experience? Is that good or bad? Maybe the reset to 0 is good because it makes sure that you're getting very clear, accurate process.
Yeah.
Or maybe you're gonna find, no, it's bad because it's slowing us down.
You know what we can do?
Yeah.
We can do 5 packages here, and then Carlos can do 5 packages over there, and see if we finish at the same time. Yeah.
What I think is that if someone is just waiting, and then someone else is just like cutting open or multiple people are like opening, then it might be faster, but you will have to test it.
Yeah, because it could be more than one person when you have other people helping you. Because you
Yeah.
have one way grabbing to put it on, and then it's already coming out, and another person grabbing to put it on, put it on
Definitely we're gonna need 2 people in there.
for each machine.
Yeah.
You could have one, but
And also we probably have to have like another conversation about, probably with Junior, right? Because we can enhance this to meet like whatever requirements you have, to make it faster every time, or we can just jump into the conveyor belt, right? Because the idea was to, once we finish with this, once we understand like everything that what's working, what's not working, we move to phase 2. There is going to be a conveyor where you just throw your packages and they're supposed to come up on the other side with the label already.
yeah. Like the conveyor belt's supposed to just work on its own, and
Yeah.
Like a
label-
hand.
Yeah.
then you really don't need nobody.
Right. They're using someone to put the packages and then the other side someone who's going to cut it open and something like that.
Yeah, or like, yeah, exactly. They get.
But again,
whatever-
that's one of the multiple paths that we need to talk
Yeah,
about.
put it on the pallet.
And there's still the idea, I'm going to say that if we get a really good way to just read, the label, get the information, and weigh it, we can just throw that in the system without even a sticker. And that would be even way faster.
Yeah.
But I know we want to like test and make sure. Maybe we can do a system is that it can detect if it read it correctly, but if it doesn't read it, then it'll print it or something like that. And that could be a way to improve speed. I don't know what's our goal, ultimately.
You want to do the race then?
The race. Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Now we have to change stations.
Put them on the floor.
Come on.
Yeah, I think it's
Like removing the label ring.
All right, that's round 1.
yeah.
Okay, let's start. 3, 2, 1. You make sure that all the weights were
Correct.
same.
They were correct. I didn't cheat. I'm with the confidence.
That was closer. That was closer, and it's a new process for him, so it should get a little faster. But yeah, we're just gonna have to figure out if we're doing the right thing.
Yeah.